And
Yeah, I'm muting as well.
okay, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, I am struggling to hear you. The audio is a bit low. For anyone who's going to see this or who's watching, bear with us. It's our first time going live. And yeah, fun times. Super hectic, super stressful, but I'm trying to do everything on my own. Okay, can you see me, Lindiwe?
Yes, I can see you and I can hear
Oh,
you.
yes, and I can hear you as well. Okay, are you ready? Can we start? Let me check the time. We are exactly on time. On my side, it's 1 minute past 6. I think we can go ahead and start. For anyone joining us right now, thank you so much for joining us. On average, the Jehovah's Witnesses have a retention rate that's quite low, especially compared to other religious groups in the US or in America. 66% of adults who grew up as Jehovah's Witnesses do not identify as Jehovah's Witnesses anymore, which just goes to show us like how low the retention rate is and how many people are actually leaving. Which is why today we are joined by Lindiwe. Lindiwe, welcome. How are you?
I'm good, and you, Monica?
I am good. Thank you so much for availing yourself today. It's raining right now in Pretoria, so I hope you guys can hear me. It's like super hot, rainy, but we're going to push through. So I think we can start off with a nice icebreaker question for you, Lindiwe. When looking back to your JW days, like what is the highest hours that you ever reported for field service?
Yo, that question. Bueno, okay. I was young at that time. You know, when you are so energetic during your school holidays. So I made the 44, 45 hours per month. I think it was during June. You know, those June holidays, June, July holidays. So, yeah.
Wow, that is a lot, a lot. For me, I think the maximum is like 15 hours.
What?
Did pioneering once. I know I did pioneering once, but I don't remember how many hours I reported. And it was at a time where people could report, I think, like half the hours or something like that. But on average, I was 15 or definitely less, never more.
Yeah. Don't feel bad.
Alrighty.
Mm-hmm.
So oh, sorry about that. But yeah, let's get right into the questions. Let's not waste any time. The first question I would love to ask you is how did you become a Jehovah's Witness?
Well, I was raised in the organization. My grandmother was a JW, so we adapt like everything from her. So my mother and my siblings, we all became the JW. So ever since birth, from birth, I was the JW.
Wow, no, that is amazing. Same story as me. I was also a JW from my parents. I feel like
Mm,
our parents, our grandparents got us into a lot of trouble, but it's not about that. Let's move on
yeah.
to the next question. And I would love to know when and why did you leave the Jehovah's Witnesses?
Well, I had so many questions, but I didn't get the proper answers. You know, when you ask, how did this start? How did this happen? So I was like, okay, I don't really get what I want. So during lockdown, I had enough time to just investigate and search and do my research. So ever since then, I've just decided, no, it's not for me. The questions that I was looking for, I found them. So this is the breakdown. And also when I found out about the rape, that rape thing is just hit me. There's nothing that you cannot take that thing seriously. I mean, I have a daughter. Imagine if something happened to my daughter or maybe to me, and then they told me that no, just keep quiet or don't go to the police. And you see this person in front of the Sunday talk, and as if nothing has happened. So I was like, you know what, I'm done. So that's where I just decided, you know what, I'm done.
Wow, that is so powerful because I also had the same experience. Lindy
Mm,
was referring here to the Royal Commission. I also was like, when I saw the Royal Commission, the interviews, I was like,
mm,
not the interviews, but the testimonies. I was like, there's no way I can be part of this religion when people
mm, mm.
know specialists.
Yeah, and
I how did you navigate?
there's a lot, man.
Go ahead, go ahead.
There, it's just a lot. And the question of the birthday is how come you don't celebrate your life while you are still alive, and then they're gonna celebrate while
Mm,
when you are dead? To me, it didn't make sense. For the longest time, because I remember this other time I secretly celebrated my 21st birthday, but I think some of them found and they just keep quiet, but it was the best of my time, best of my life ever. But as the time goes, I have to hide whatever that I'm doing on the side. But I realized that basically those things, they make me happy. I mean, just to
mm.
not everyone can reach that age, and when you're dead you are dead, so you not see those things. So let me just enjoy everything that I want to enjoy while I'm still alive. Life is very short. So yeah, there's a lot, but yeah, we don't have that enough time.
No, it's true. Everything you're saying is so true. I also celebrated my 21st birthday in secret. Well, it wasn't a secret. Okay, it was actually a secret. Yes, it was. But I celebrated it with my siblings, my two sisters, and it was
Mm,
so dorky and just so funny, but it was the best
really?
day ever. We actually went to Pretoria Zoo, our zoo, the zoo here in Pretoria. And oh my gosh, don't judge me, guys. Like that was like the first time I went to the zoo at 21,
Yeah,
and it was such a great time. And I totally understand what you're saying, that life is so short. We only have a limited amount of time on this planet. And as people, we need to make the most of our time, and determine how we want to live our lives on our own basis, on our own merit.
that's true. Hmm.
Yes. So let's move on to the next question where you can let us know, like, how were the first few days and weeks after you left the Jehovah's Witnesses?
So, since I did this, my final decision during lockdown, we all know everything was happening in Zoom. So I've just decided to just keep quiet. I'm not owing like any expression to anyone. It's my personal decisions, but I just also took time to heal personally, and then I told my family, not everyone in the family. I just told my sister and my mother and my close friends that you know what, I've just decided to leave the organization. But whatever that happens, don't be shocked. But
Mm.
this is what I've decided for myself. But I still love you all. You are still amazing to me. So yeah, when you are close to people and then you just decided to keep quiet. So I didn't want to for them to have those things. So I was just like, okay, let me just tell them this is what I'm deciding, and then that's it. In terms of the elders, I didn't tell them. I mean, I don't owe them any explanation. They had their own decision to join the organization. So I think, me personally, I just decided to just vanish, just like that.
I totally understand what you're saying. Hey, I totally understand. Because also when I left, I did not explain myself as well. Like, it's you're born into this religion. You literally just opened your eyes, you're here. So I also felt the same as you, that I don't need to explain myself to
Mm,
anyone. But I do want to commend you for your bravery, like for you to tell your mom and your family, like, okay, this is the decision that I have made and what I'm going to do. I know that is probably the hardest of them all, because these are people who really know you intimately and you don't want to lose them.
yeah. Even though that the family will not take it as a good thing, because you know how, they are, so they will just say the decision that you are taking. Oh, sorry for the noise.
Don't
um
worry, it's a chaotic life, but we keep
okay.
moving.
You know that they will tell you that this is decision that you are taking, it's not good, you're still gonna come back,
Mm,
maybe it's the phase. But I just know me deep down, I mean, I thought about it, and before I went to them, I had time to heal myself. I had time to think about it. Like I just had my own counseling, that let me just prepare my mind and everything, and how I tell the other people. So I think that is also important when you want to live. Just also try to find yourself and try to heal. And then once you have that decision that okay, you are sure, then you can start to tell anyone that is around you, especially the close one that are in your life, something like that. Yeah.
that is some great advice. Thank you so much for sharing. Let's move on to the next question. I would love to know, like, how do you now um, navigate relationships with friends and family who are still in the organization, or maybe at that time, how did you navigate those relationships?
Well, I'm not sure that I'm gonna answer directly, because I think I mentioned some of those.
You did. Yeah.
Yeah, to make the mature decision for yourself is quite, is like, the more you grow, the more you know what you want in your life. So
Mm,
you always gonna find that person that you also gonna support you whatever decision that you are making in life, whether it's good or bad, but someone that's also gonna be there for you. So I always like it to have people around me that can understand how I'm feeling, and also not to judge how, what is my decision is. Because even when I told my family and my friends, like, they was like, oh, okay, we respect your decision, we understand, that's your life, and yeah, there's nothing that you can do about it. And I also have the amazing partner that can support me in everything that I'm doing. So yeah, and also I had also outside friends that also, so I didn't get that loneliness, even though that I was still healing, and I'm still getting, to be totally out of the organization. Because it's not like I was in the organization when I was 15. I grew up there. Like everything that around me, it was the organization, the religion, the conventions. I mean, the meetings, the full service. So yeah, man.
I totally understand what you're saying, and it's actually so smart, and it's definitely advice I would give to someone who is thinking about leaving. That before you attempt to leave, try to establish a community outside of the religion. So try to make friends
Yeah.
who aren't Jehovah's Witnesses, so that similarly to Lindiwe, when you leave, you don't feel so sad, you don't feel so lonely because there's people around you.
Yeah, and
Okay.
also we some people they will not have any friends outside, but time heals. Take your time, don't
Mm,
rush. Everything will just happen automatically. So as I said before, because of I had already people outside, for me personally it was easy. But maybe for some people they didn't have anyone. But that doesn't mean that you are alone on this journey. There's a lot of people. I mean, you can take one step at a time, until you get there. Hmm.
that is so true. Thank you so much. We can move on to
Mm.
the next question. And how are you now navigating new relationships? Like, have you maybe set boundaries for yourself now that you are no longer a Jehovah's Witness?
Yeah, I mean, now that I'm outside, and I mean, guys, I miss a lot of like
Mm,
opportunity, just to be open minded, just to not to judge other religions, not to judge the cultures, I mean, as Africans, we have so beautiful diversity. I don't know. For instance, I know that my dad is Sotho, my mother is Xhosa. I mean, just to know where you come from is just amazing. So to also go to those events like Imigidi, to know your extended family, it's just amazing, man. To just also be comfortable for who you are. Like, I mean, I have my own natural hair. I didn't even comment, but I know if I can go to the meetings, to the um convention, sorry, like this, it will be a problem. But while this thing, this hate, it's my own. I was born with this hate. I mean, there's nothing wrong to be who you are. I mean, not to fake. I'm not saying that it's wrong to wear wigs or I think there's something wrong with the internet. You're
I can
back
hear you
now.
now. I can hear you now. Okay. Okay, give me 1 second. Let me quickly just check and make sure it's
Okay.
okay. I even think the live,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, it's going well. Let me just check. Oh, something happened. I think it disconnected. Oh, okay. Let's quickly carry on. I will upload this. I think I didn't upload this live. It's not live, so you can even relax. But I'm going to upload it right after we finish, so people will see it.
Okay.
But let's keep going. Let's keep going. So on this journey of leading the Jehovah's Witnesses, like what has helped to build a new life on the outside?
Oh, okay. I was already in the middle of that. Must I start again?
Let's go again.
Okay.
Let's go again.
Okay, cool. So, new life, it's just to be open minded, guys. Outside, there's so many that you can enjoy. Not to someone that can tell you not to do this, not to do this. I mean, just to learn the difference of religion, to also not to judge, and also
Mm,
to be open minded, to travel, and also to know where you come from. I mean, as Africans, I mean, we have so many things that we can tell, but because of the religion, we didn't see those things. I mean, I'm having my own hair, beautiful hair, but if I can go like this, it's like, no, this is not proper. You have to comb your hair. How
mm.
come? How must I comb my hair? This is my original. I mean, I'm I
That
have
is so
so
true.
many
That is so
questions
true.
regarding to that. So in order my hair to be proper, I must comb it. I mean, it's not a must that I must comb it, or I must wear a wig, or must I braid, or must, I mean, the weave is not my real hair. So there's a lot of things that I learned, and also to attend how we grow up, how we do things as Africans. Like, we know that in Xhosa culture, we have a boy that will go to the mountain and come back. We do the event that called Umgidi. It's so nice to enjoy those things, and it's so nice to know where you come from. We know that the
Mm,
Bible just came. I mean, we were here before the Bible came to Africa. So I'm trying to go back to my roots, and for me, I really like that. That's why I've just said that I think this is the thing that I was missing for a long time, but it's not too late. It's not too late. So yeah, and also
never too late.
to be more like to be close to my extended family, because you know that in the organization they will not allow you to attend some of the things that, if the family is not part of the organization, you're not going to attend. So you end up gonna not have good terms with the family because of the religion, haibo. So I mean, you're missing out. But again, we all have our choice. I mean, I also made my own choice. So I'm not blaming anyone. Hence, I don't judge anyone to whether what a decision that I'm making.
I love that. And I love how you're taking this time to really reconnect with who you are as an African
Mm.
and what it means to be an African woman. So I really, really commend you on that. And yeah, we can go to our last question. And that is, what advice would you give someone who is looking to leave or has already left a religion?
Okay, I didn't get that part, but I'm sure you asking about someone that wants to leave the organization. Okay.
Yes,
Um,
yes.
Follow your heart. I know it's not easy. If you want to stay, stay. If you want to leave, leave. I mean, you know what you want in life, so don't let other people or organization to control you. I mean, life is too short. You don't know what is happening tomorrow, so why not? So they also don't know if they're gonna live forever in the new world. They also have their own thing, but they will pretend as if they don't do so. Don't be scared to live. I know it's not easy, but be strong, man. You are not alone. We are there. There's lots of us. I'm sure some of them, they are scared to be out there because of how the controlling of the religion is. But follow your heart, follow your heart, follow your dreams before it's too late.
Thank you so much, Lindiwe, for unveiling yourself for this interview. Thank you so much for your for your answers.
Mm-hmm.
Really, they were beautiful. Thank you so much, and just for sharing your experience. Like, I learned so much just listening to you speak. And honestly, thank you so much for availing yourself. We can close off with one more question. You can ask one, or if you have any closing words, you can go right
I
ahead.
don't have many questions because I've watched most of your your YouTube videos. So I just want to say that I love your whatever that you are doing. You are just how can I say it? It's not. Some of us, it was not that easy to be out there. So you are helping a lot of people that wants to be out. So keep this thing going until I don't know until they
Until
will
the
figure
Jehovah's
it out. This
Witnesses
is
will know
not.
more.
Yeah. So yeah, man. Yes, and yeah. Another thing that I want to add on is because since I have a daughter, what I've noticed is they never had to arrange or to accommodate. They don't have the thing to accommodate for kids. So imagine that you go into the same hall, like every group is here. How come you expect a 2-year-old or 5-year-old child to to listen? Or I don't know how can I put it. I wish I can say it to my language. But how come you expect the same child to expect the same thing that you're doing as an older or eldest person? I mean, also I had those questions because well, I don't know to other churches how they do it, but I think that it will be better if also they can accommodate the kids to have the youth. I mean, when you go to school, there's grades, there's grade one, grade two. Each and every grade accommodate a certain age. So you cannot expect a child to grasp the information that they're gonna speak about it, and then you expect that child to follow. I mean, the child must have the steps. The child must be a child. A teenager must be a teenager. A elder must be an elder to those stages. So that's also my problem. So I'm just worried also about my daughter. Hence, I'm just giving so flexible my daughter to also attend whatever that she wants to attend, as long that is going to accommodate her knowledge or information according to her age until the certain level. But as long that I'm also comfortable, whatever that decision that we are making with the child. So yeah.
Thank you so much for your beautiful
Mm,
words and just that reminder as well that people who do join the Jehovah's Witnesses, they must take note that there is no separation between an adult and a minor. So the information you're going to be
yeah,
receiving, whether it's talking about sex, whether they're talking about just everything that's maybe adult content, your minor child will also be receiving or taking in that information. And when we say it's adult topics, adult, conversation, we truly mean it. That sometimes they openly talk about very, very, very intimate things. So it's very important that someone is careful about what they expose their child to. And also the CSA cases that we know about or that we see on the news, those people are in kingdom halls. Studies actually show that people who harm children, most of the time they are in the same congregation as the victims. So be very careful on who or where and what type of environment you expose your child to.
yeah, that's
Lindiwe, thank
true.
you so much once again for availing yourself. I hope you have a beautiful Saturday. I'm so sorry this is not live, but I'm going to post it right now so that everyone can consume or watch our beautiful interview. Thank you once again. Good
Thanks to
night
you.
and have a
Thanks for having
beautiful
me.
weekend.
Okay, thanks to you, and then enjoy yours too. Bye.